to start now. Anne and I were just having a chat because things are quite difficult for Anne. So I think she'll just say a few words to Ajahn, and Anjan can give some helpful comments. Ajahn would like to hear from you, Anne.
สวัสดีค่ะคุณแอนค่ะคุณแอนพูดภาษาไทยดิฉันจะเข้าใจดีกว่า
ค่ะโอเคพูดได้ค่ะ
เชิญคุณแอนพูดภาษาไทยค่ะ
ค่ะท่านอาจารย์ค่ะสามีคุณเกรนไม่สบายมาก
ค่ะขอบคุณค่ะ
Okay, you can do an English translation, Anne.
So I was just asking Ajahn if she would be able to, if she could say something encouraging and I think point out the things that we know from the Dhamma, but it always helps so much hearing it again.
Dhamma is not for everyone or at any time. That's why as long as he does not do anything so wrong like stealing in the sila, it's all right because whatever he is pleased and happy is the best time for him. And the way you treat him can condition the appreciation of kusala. Even we don't use kusala term at all, right?
Right.
That's all that we can do, not just as what you like, but as he could understand the truth. And the way you treat him, the way kusala deeds had been done, has been done. It's the best thing for him to understand what is wholesome and what it is unwholesome. Kind words, see, kindly deeds, and so on. That's the best way for you and for him and for everyone.
Yes, he's amazing. He for the most part really appreciates the care and the assistance from some of the nurses and doctors who've just been wonderful. And he's started saying thank you to me a number of times.
I think that the word nothing and then something and then nothing is his own word. He might not forget. So just remind nothing right now, nothing, and then something, word and sound and thinking and on, and then nothing again.
And John, there was a crisis about 10 days ago when everybody thought that the medical people felt that he was dying. So there was a question of what kind of interventions.
Still, the fact that he still had the will to live is quite crucial piece of information for them, because although medically they might think he's a basket case, if a person has the will to live, then it puts a different light on the whole question of the interventions and that sort of thing. I think Ajahn ready to make some comment too, Anne.
So don't forget, help yourself first in order to help him better and better. I'm sure he doesn't want to see you crying at all. So it's not time to cry, but to prepare the best moment for the next moment. We don't know what would be next moment. That's why the understanding, the caring, the kind word and deeds condition the kusala at level that he can understand and be appreciated.
Yeah.
If there can be smiling, just smile.
That's right.
To understand the truth.
Thank you.
To understand the truth. The more understanding you have, the more helpful to him. To appreciate, to be happy, to be pleased. That is very important. But no one knows what will condition the death moment, followed by the birth moment, by conditions, by karma. Even we try very hard, all depends on conditions. But the best one can do is any moment. When there are conditions, right understanding is there. No matter what feeling is there, pleasant or unpleasant, it's just condition. But the best way is help the other to understand as much as he can appreciate what's wholesome and what's wholesome, not by words or in words, but by deeds and the moment which is there. That's all. If you can do this every moment, every day, it is so helpful.
John was stressing, so the more understanding is developed. So listen when it's possible and the understanding of the Dhammas will help, will it support the kindness and the caring, appreciating, like we just said, something, nothing,
Yes.
Actually, death at each moment now.
Right.
Life is just at a moment. The seeing is gone, the thinking is gone, whatever arises is gone, and at the end of life, just the same. Another moment of seeing, another moment of gone, nothing, moments of thinking. Life carries on. So the deeper the understanding, the easier it is to let go of the clinging to oneself and the other, and the more kindness can show, the more help, but also caring for yourself, like we said. Yes, eat well, rest well, listen well. So there is the strength when you visit to help better. I remember when
I
we
appreciate
were
everybody's comments.
I remember in one discussion, it might have been in Gangrajan, when I had a private conversation, and he couldn't quite understand why we were also interested in the Dhamma. And we chatted about how when we wake up in the morning, we know it's just been a dream, a fantasy, not real. But even now, we live in the dream world thinking about different people, thinking about the hospital, thinking about the diagnosis, thinking about all the objects on the table and so on. It's actually a dream world, a fantasy world, but even right now there can be a little understanding of the truth, and this is what we appreciate as being so valuable. The other day a friend had many difficulties. He'd lost his job, he'd lost family connections, and Ajahn was stressing one can lose everything. One can lose one's job, one's house, one's family, even one's health. But the understanding now is what is most precious of all. So helpful for us all to remember that it's now, the understanding now is more precious than anything else. And even for him, the goodness now, the kindness, the appreciation of understanding for you, for anyone, it can be so valuable. And at those moments of appreciating the truth, there's the forgetting about all the difficulties and the dramas for those moments, because they're still just seeing, hearing, thinking, and that's what there will be next life too, endlessly. So understanding now is so very valuable. That's what will give you the strength, the great medicine to support and care and help.
Yeah.
And for so long we've been hearing about, well, the test is now, the real test of the understanding is now. And it's like the development of understanding what the test is, managing all the little tests in life, so that when there are the big tests like now, there is the understanding to see what the real problem is, the real difficulty in life is now. So this is the test for understanding.
And are you able to stay with us for a bit longer? Because if so, while you digest all that, we'll see if anyone else wants to bring up any subject.
Sure, yes.
The word of the Buddha is the best cure, not just for only one person, but any person who can understand his word that is so very precious. What about now? Ka nika morana. Each moment, see, no one there at all. No matter in what situation, just arise and fall away instantly. No matter in the hospital, at home, or here. And so we think about what is the best moment in life is to understand the truth, which is so very, very deep and very subtle, no matter what we are talking about, right? So is there any will to live? Does it need will to live? See, vipaka, kusala, akusala, and kamma, and vipaka again. That's all, from life to life, from moment to moment. At moment of understanding the truth, no time to think about other things. Little by little, it can be conditioned for thinking while sleep, while going to bed, or while on bed, or take a bath, or anywhere, anytime, by conditions. That's why understanding the truth of Dhamma, uncontrollable, by conditions, understanding that it's not permanent at all, no matter here or there. So understand the reality of Dhamma as Dhamma a little more. That's the way to gradually eliminate the strong idea of self. Otherwise, not just understanding the word to be good or to understand it a little more, not just to understand it more, but to behave, not just understanding. So the behavior in the day can indicate how much understanding of what has been heard or learned or studied or developed. See, gradually, little by little, unknowingly, until another level of Ariya Satya, the second one, is there. What about just understand that which has risen? See, it is Satipatthana. But without understand what is the object of sati, there can never be Satipatthana. Just dream about, thinking about the situation and the object. But right now, understand that which has risen now. Nothing can be done. The citta cannot perform such function. It's not the citta's task. It has to be a reality which we heard a lot, sati. But how much understanding of sati as when does it arise? Right now, when it's not satipatthana, can it be known? Just learn to understand its nature little by little, to condition moment of instantly understanding that which is there by conditions. And its sati itself can be known, the second noble truth. It cannot be known, we just talk about sati. But when is sati, even it's there right now, it's not known. Until it's there, understanding that which has arisen right now. That is the level of the second noble truth. Just begin to understand what is the object of Satipatthana, not just the word about Kaya, Vedana, Citta, and Dhamma, but what is there right now, which has risen. Only that, little by little, by way of nimitta. Only one moment cannot be known. Is it far away? Not now, so it's far. And without understanding what is there now, how can it understand that which has risen right now? So the understanding is not just to understand conventionally or concept, but to be arahata. Is it right? Listen to be arahata.
And even now in the discussion, the will to see, the will to hear, the will to think, the will to understand. So karmasava, bhavasava all the time. Wishing to experience, wishing to see, wishing to taste.
That's why many people think they would like to be arahata without any understanding. But the truth is that what is there right now? From the very beginning, the first round, what is there right now?
And this is why, again, for Anne, the nothing, something, nothing is so relevant. Yes, death at each moment. Kanika, Marana,
Yeah.
what arises now is gone. So it's understanding has to be now, anytime, any place, no matter in the hospital or at the foundation. Seeing is seeing, hearing is hearing, like is like, dislike is dislike, just all passing dharmas. In truth, no one here, no one there. As Ajahn used to say to Nina, who found it so disturbing to hear that no more Lodevik, but as she used to say, even while he was alive, no Lodevik. Even now, no Ajahn. So what is the weeping for? It's actually for oneself, for one's own attachment, one's own loss of pleasant feeling. Yeah.
Without understanding what is there, they cannot let go the idea of I am seeing. Right?
We pause for lunch, so we'll continue on at 1:30.